we'll be looking at one of the app in our Google Workspace, which is Google Drive. Okay, our Google Drive is a cloud storage app, right? For example, you can just think of it like your online flash drive. You know, flash drive where you save your files, and when you need it, all you need to do is to plug it, connect it to your laptop, and take it. But in this case, it's already is an application that is already in your phone. You don't need to connect it. All you need to do is to save files in them. So you use it to store your documents, store your files, all right? And then it's also used to organize these files and documents, especially if you're working for multiple clients as a freelancer, as a virtual assistant. This application is going to serve you well. So in this video, I'll be teaching you how to do that. So let's head on to our Play Store or our Apple Store for those who are using iPhone and search for Google Drive right here. If you already have it in your phone, it's going to just go ahead and open it. So I'll click on open because I already have it. Now this is what my Google Drive looks like. This is the interface, and this particular one is just a new account I want to use to teach this. Now there is no document here. Everything is empty. So let me just show you through the application. So right here we are on the drive. Here is computer. That's in case if your drive is connected to a computer or that, you see the documents in that computer. They will show in this section. But right now we are just in drive. Now looking down here, this is home, right? This is where you get your start document, as in documents that are important that you start, probably documents that you visit often. You know, when you favorite it or you start it, you can easily access it here. Now here is shared. These are documents you have shared with someone. Okay, you're going to share when you start working with a client. There are some documents you might want to share with them, okay, so that you both can, communicate effectively. And then here you get files, which is where I am. And right now the file is empty. There is nothing here. So this particular interface right now is our file, is where our file is supposed to be. So now let's go to our home. Let's head on to these three lines up here. Now here is where you find recent files. If you click on it to show you recent file, here is for uploads, uploaded files. Here is offline. That's in case you are offline. This is where you get some files that you give access to offline. Okay, here is trash, the things you delete, and after 30 days you have deleted them and they enter the trash, then they permanently delete it from the drive. So the 30 days is in case you want to recover those files in the trash. After 30 days is deleted permanently if you don't recover them. Here is spam, and here is backups, and here is settings, help and feedback, then storage. Okay, so and here you have where you want to add a file. This is where you click. Okay, and if you want to take a picture of a document or anything you want to add to your drive, this is where you click to take the picture. So having said that, let me go ahead to show you how you can add a file to this space. Now when you click on this plus sign, this will pop up, and here you have your folders, you have your uploads where you go ahead and make upload. Now this is if you want to scan a document. Then here you want to upload Google documents or sheets or slides. This is this Google Workspace, they are all integrated. What I mean integrated, you can find each of these application in the Google Workspace. You can find them in each of them. Just like if you watched a video where I was talking about our Google Meet, inside the Google Meet, we had to use Google Calendar inside the Meet. Okay, you can also find some other apps inside each of these Google Workspace apps. So in this case, you can easily add a Google document by clicking here. Okay, you can easily add a Google Sheet and all. I can add a Google Slide. Now, let's just head on and add. I want to show you how you can add your portfolio, then share your documents, um, share your portfolio link with your clients, because some people when they after creating their portfolio, they tend to attach it as a document or as a PDF file. They tend to attach it as a PDF file to their clients. You have made a grave mistake. Clients will never download your portfolio to read through. Okay, it's a very big error for you to do that. The best thing you can do is to send them a link to your portfolio. Okay, they just easily click the link and read through, and that is it. They don't need it downloaded in it. Imagine if it's 100 people that are sending their portfolio and he has to download 100 portfolio. You can see how impossible that could be. So the person is just the link. All right, so let's click on it. Then let's go to download. So let me search for my portfolio. Okay. Now this is my portfolio right here. So I'll click on it. Okay. Now this is it. Then I'll go up here and click on upload. Now the file is being uploaded. You can see it down here. Less than a minute remaining. Now after uploading the file, before you share it to your, okay, you see, you're not seeing it here because we're in shared. I've not shared it with anybody. So I have to click on file before you can see it. It has finished uploading. So this is it here. So this is it. So let me open it up. Okay. So this is it right here. So now this is my portfolio. If a client requests for this portfolio, this is already stored in the clouds right now. Even if I lose this phone, all I need to do is to, even if I lose this phone and I get another phone, all I need to do is to download Google Drive, sign in with this particular email, and I will still see my portfolio in it. That is why it is called a storage system. It's not just in your phone, it's in the cloud. Okay. So now when a client requests for your portfolio, all you need to do, you click on this tree or these three dots right here. When you click on it, you you have several options. Okay, now this file, you can either share it, then manage access. This is where you make your settings so that whoever you want to view your file will view your file, and if you want it public, you make it public. Now this portfolio, this is where I click to share it. If I want to start it, just like I explained earlier, I want to start it, probably it's something I want to visit often, I will now click here to start it. All right, if I want to make it available offline so that even if my phone is not connecting to internet, I can still have access to it, I'll go here to make that change. This is where I copy the link that I share, is right here. I can make a copy of my portfolio by clicking this. I can send the copy to somebody with this button. Then with I can open it with any software on my phone that can open a PDF file. Then I can also download it here. I can rename it here. Probably if I don't like the name it is bearing, I will just rename it. So that is it for here. All right, these options down here, add a shortcut to drive and all that. You can move the file from one file to the other. Then details and activity, you can print and all that. Then finally you can remove it. So now the most important part here is this one, managing access. Now let me click on manage access. People make mistake when they want to share file. They don't go ahead to manage the access first. And when you send the link to your client and he or she clicks on it, it will not open because you did not grant access to your client. You did not grant access to anyone at all. So let's click on manage access. Then it takes us here. Now you can see right now, this is the owner. This is the owner of this account, right? So you can see down here too is staying restricted. That's this account is only people added can open the link and no one has been added. Now you're writing a proposal and your client is not seeing you don't have email of this client, and this particular client did not tell you forward this your proposal to this email. Let's say you're applying for Upwork job. All you need to do, click on this change here, all right? Then click on this place. Then this is your best option. If you're just applying for job and you want to attach your portfolio link, this is your best option. Allow anyone with the link can watch your proposal. All you need to do then send the link. But if it's in the situation whereby you have this client email, a client asks you to forward it to this particular email, then this will be your best option. You can still use this one, allowing anybody to view it. But if you feel you don't want anyone to just see it and this client happen to give you email to forward it to, all you need to do is to go back, okay, this right here and add the person's email. Okay, you click on it and here you write the person's email, and after writing the person's email, okay, let me just give an example. Write someone's email right there. Okay, I'll use my email. Now make sure you change this. Sharing it with your client as an editor, your client is going to be a viewer, so change it to viewer. Okay, you change it to viewer, then tick this box and then write a short message to tell whoever you're sending your portfolio to that this is just a short note. Here is my portfolio that you requested, blah 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 blah, and that is it. Then you click on this arrow here and your portfolio will be dropped in the person's email with notification and the message. So that is it, and that is how you share your link, your portfolio link, or any link or any file you want to share the link with your clients. So now I'll show you how you can upload and share your document link. Next thing I want to show you how you can organize your file, your tags as a virtual assistant, especially if you're working with multiple clients. No, you don't even need to work with multiple, even if it's one client, right? So this is what I do. Let me go back to, right, I'll go to upload. Okay, now I want to create new folder. Maybe let's say I'm working for two clients. One, I'm managing the person's social media account, and the other person, I'm just doing some administrative tasks, probably data entry for this person. What I do, I create folder, and let me say the first client is maybe Obi, and the second one, and I create the folder for Obi. Then the second one, let's say is James. I create another folder for James. So now I have two folder for these two clients, and it makes my work super easy. So most times what I do is inside the folder I create another folder. I create more folders. All right. I have folders for onboarding. Let me say my first folder is usually onboarding because I have every document for my onboarding process. I have it here. I create another folder inside each of the clients. This is my onboarding, the whole document we use in onboarding. Then I create the second. Now this particular client, let's say, is for data entry. I create data entry. So here is where I put every information about um, the data I use with a person. Hmm? Sorry, the data job I'm doing for the person. And the more I work, if there are things I need to create folders for, I keep creating more folders and more folders. This help me, this helps keep my work organized. So each time I need to do something for the client, all I need to do is to come to my folder and check it out and do what I have to do. Same thing I do with the second client. Let's go back. Same thing I do with OB. I'll also create my onboarding folder, okay, because all my documents, both my um, SOPs and everything, um, welcome welcome notes and all that, all of them are under the onboarding. Then let's say I'm handling the person's Instagram, Facebook, and all that. I create folder for each of these platform. I create for Facebook, I create for Instagram because each of these things have their own, sorry, each of these things have their own thing. So Facebook, I create Instagram. As many as the things I am doing for that client, I'll keep creating folders so that whenever I want to do things about Facebook, I open files for Facebook. Whenever I want to do things for Instagram, I open files for Instagram. So that is it. As simple as that. Very, very simple. So if you have question on this, because the video is already so long, if you have question on this, just do well to drop it in our live sections. Yes, very important. Okay, and if you've not joined the community and you're watching this video, click the link in the bio of the profile you're watching this video on and join us. Okay, see you.